Did you know there are some countries where Americans are simply not allowed to enter? Yes. It sounds strange, but it's true. Today, we're going to explore these countries and uncover the reasons behind their restrictions. Make sure to watch till the end to understand why these countries have closed their doors to American citizens, and if there are any potential solutions. Let's dive into this intriguing topic and discover more about these nations. North Korea, officially known as the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, is one of the most closed-off countries in the world. Government has banned American citizens from traveling to North Korea due to serious risk of arrest and long-term detention. This ban came after the tragic death of Otto Warmbier, an American student who was imprisoned in North Korea. Iran is another country where American travelers face significant restrictions. The U.S. Department of State strongly advises against travel to Iran due to the risk of arbitrary arrest and detention. While some Americans may still visit Iran for family or business reasons, they must do so with extreme caution and are advised to travel with a guided tour. Syria is another country where Americans are not welcome. The ongoing civil war has made Syria one of the most dangerous places on earth. The U.S. Department of State has designated Syria as a do-not-travel destination due to terrorism. Syria has been engulfed in a brutal civil war since 2011, leading to widespread destruction and a humanitarian crisis. The conflict involves multiple factions, including the Syrian government, opposition forces, and extremist groups like ISIS. This volatile situation has resulted in severe risks for anyone traveling to the country. Terrorist attacks, kidnappings, and violent crime are rampant. The U.S. Embassy in Damascus suspended its operations in 2012, and there are no consular services available for American citizens in Syria. Yemen is facing one of the worst humanitarian crises in the world, and it is extremely dangerous for Americans. The U.S. government advises against all travel to Yemen due to terrorism, civil unrest, health risks, and armed conflict. Americans who find themselves in Yemen are at high risk of kidnapping and other violent attacks. Yemen's ongoing conflict began in 2014 and has since created a dire humanitarian situation. The war between the Houthi rebels and the Yemeni government, backed by a Saudi-led coalition, has resulted in significant civilian casualties and widespread destruction. The country is also a hotspot for terrorist activity, including groups like Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, AQAP, and ISIS, making it extremely hazardous for foreign nationals. Besides the threat of violence, Yemen suffers from severe food and water shortages, cholera outbreaks, and inadequate medical facilities, exacerbating the risks for travelers. The U.S. Embassy in Sana'a suspended its operations in 2015, leaving Americans without consular support in emergencies. For these reasons, Yemen remains one of the most perilous countries for American citizens. Somalia. Somalia is another country where Americans are advised not to travel. The country is dealing with severe threats from terrorism, piracy, and violent crime. The U.S. government has placed Somalia on the do-not-travel list due to these significant risks. South Sudan, the world's newest country, is unfortunately one of the most dangerous places for Americans. The U.S. government has issued a travel advisory against visiting South Sudan due to crime, kidnapping, and armed conflict. Americans in South Sudan face serious threats to their safety and security. So, there you have it. Countries where Americans are not allowed or strongly advised against traveling. The reasons range from political conflicts and safety concerns to severe risks of arrest and detention. While the world is full of beautiful places to explore, it's important to stay informed and prioritize safety when planning your travels. If you found this video informative, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content. Let us know in the comments if there are any other topics you'd like us to cover. Thank you for watching, and stay safe out there.